Happens if you were paralyzed from an accident and you were unable to take care of your wives or present value to them? Are they free to leave, or will you expect them to stay and take care of you?
They're free to leave.
I
understand that as a man, my duty is to provide and protect, and if I can no longer provide that, then I'm virtually useless, and that's just the cold, hard reality of the world.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wheel you around, bro. Your friends can do it for you.
Like I understand, bro. Full
I'm gone.
You know, and this is how it is in the animal kingdom. If she stays, that'd be awesome, but I'm not gonna sit there and expect it. Whenever you have expectations, that's when you set yourself up for failure. What do I talk about? Mitigate risk. That's why you must be successful, because the world is a cold, hard place. And once you understand women, you're not going to hate them because you just know how they move. And it's really on you.
Admitting it takes a real man to admit that.
Yeah.
Because most guys would be like, oh, she should stay with me. Or, no, he's stating the hardcore facts. Most women will probably leave your ass.
Yep.
A good one will stick around.
Yeah.
And those women are rare.
The most dangerous words are should, could, and would.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Feel It Studio tonight. This is your host, Barrett Barkus Barca. Tuning in tonight, Myron Gades basically self-insulting himself and self-owning himself in this. This fool had the audacity to actually get up on here and say the stupidest shit, literally, which I'm about to show you from time to time. I'm not going to say it's very, very common, because yes, there are women who leave their men for when they become physically crippled, but from time to time, there is definitely that star. There is definitely that starlight at the end of the tunnel that will stay with her man through the thick and thin, which I'll be reacting to and giving my emphasis on successful man.
They're free to leave. I understand that as a man, my duty is to provide and protect, and if I can no longer provide that, then I'm virtually useless, and that's just the cold, hard reality of the world.
Damn.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wheel you around, bro. Your friends can do it for you.
Like I understand, bro. Full
I'm gone.
You know, and this is how it is in the animal kingdom. If she stays, that'd be awesome, but I'm not going to sit there and expect it. Whenever you have expectations, that's when you set yourself up for failure. What do I talk about? Mitigate risk. That's why you must be successful, because the world is a cold, hard place. And once you understand women, you're not going to hate them because you just know how they move. And it's really on.
Now, watch this plastic ass looking bitch from the dollar store give her emphasis. She's basically agreeing with Myron. Yeah, that's right. You're useless. You're completely honest. You're completely useless to me now. Literally. Once you see how much makeup this woman wears, you're going to understand and realize very fucking quickly why she would say something like that. Literally.
Admitting it takes a real man to admit that.
Yeah.
Because most guys would be like, oh, she should stay with me. Or, no, he's stating the hardcore facts. Most women will probably leave your ass.
Nope.
A good one will stick around.
Yeah.
And those women are rare.
The
Nope.
most dangerous.
He's stating the cold hard facts. Okay, listen. Yeah, you could say somewhat. It depends on the situation. You can definitely say that. There are definitely women. There are definitely hell. I mean, let's talk about men leaving women as soon as they become pregnant and they go fuck their best friend, their wife's best friend, while she's pregnant. Just because he ain't getting any sex on the side for 6 months because it's dangerous for the baby. Why would we talk about that on here? But no, you got this stupid blind Chicana bitch on here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking insult. I'm gonna offend some people. That's my trigger warning to y'all. You got this woman on here. Let me zoom in the pic. Seriously, look at her goddamn makeup. Look at how much makeup she's wearing. Look at how much she's wearing. 20 pounds of makeup on her face. Would you take a woman like this seriously? She says a good one. Like you're a good one? I mean, look at how much makeup she's wearing. Look at how she carries herself. I'm not kidding. And she's a Miami chica. She's a Miami girl. This is what I keep telling you. Go watch my last video. Red pillars, they go for sex workers. They go for bimbos. And then they turn around and they're like, oh, why did she cheat on me? Oh, I knew it. All women are the same. Then I say, no, motherfucker. It's because you keep going for the same goddamn women. You keep going for these same kind of women that wear 10 pounds of makeup. Their personality takes up the whole goddamn fucking room as much as their ego. They roll their eyes until they can finally reach or see the brain all the way back there, if they even have any brain. Seriously, oh, that's a real man. Why would I take you seriously? If you're a woman like this, why the fuck would I take you seriously? Okay, now roll the tape.
Words are should, could, and would.
Wow. So that's basically his antithesis. Every single woman's gonna cheat. It's a cold, hard world. Yeah, it is. It is a cold place. Yeah, the world definitely is a screwed up place. If you go looking in the wrong places, like Myron Gaines, Las Vegas, Miami, streetwalkers, street slaying queens, and then they turn around, they're like, oh, she cheated on me, expected from female nature. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? So I'm gonna give my antithesis on this video, but I just want to go over to Strong Successful Male, because there's a snippet from a video that he did of a man whose spinal cord from a work-related accident on an oil rigger severed his spinal cord, and he was paralyzed and unable to perform for his woman, and who was crippled. And guess what? And this is what I keep telling y'all. This is how pathetic a lot of these fucking alpha male, red pill supposed men are. They will literally force their women to cheat on them just to have fucking reassurance that all women are hoes. Literally, when this woman wanted to be faithful and stay with him, he takes her to a fucking swinging club. And after several times of him telling her to go through with it, just because she's a Christian and loves her husband, she goes through with it. And this is what I'm talking about, the bullshit that women put up with a lot of men today. Okay, now roll the tape.
Finally, I'll leave you with Josh and Kelly. I don't know what you're going to think about this one. Josh is another oil field worker, incredibly hard worker, and loves Kelly with all his heart. She definitely loves him too. Josh was in an accident at work that broke his back and severed his spinal cord. Holy shit, poor guy. Yes, another work accident. The oil field is really dangerous. Josh and Kelly had a normal marriage, no cheating, no drama, and they have a ranch with cattle and horses. Kind of your typical all-American dream couple. Shit, I'd love to have a ranch with a bunch of horses and cattle. It'd be badass. I could do my videos on top of my horse with a cowboy hat on. Josh is in his 50s and Kelly's in her mid-30s. His accident happened about 5 years ago. After that, he couldn't walk and obviously couldn't perform in bed. For a couple of years, he became extremely depressed and thought that Kelly was going to leave him because they had a very active SCX life. She didn't leave him or cheat. She stuck by his side through all the doctor's visits and surgery. Well, that is a very loyal, loving woman, and that, sadly, is very rare nowadays. And given the fact that he's in his 50s, she's in her 30s, so that's great. But that's not going to erase the fear he has that she's eventually going to leave, and that's understandable from his part. Kind of hard to be a very confident guy when you can't walk and certainly perform. After the doctor told him that he wasn't ever going to be able to walk or perform in bed again, he was in a bad place mentally. He told Kelly that he was going to file for divorce so that she could live in a full life with someone who could be a complete partner. When Josh told Kelly that, he said that she actually slapped him across the face. He told me that she said, and I quote, and she says, "I took my vows like they were written in stone by the hand of God himself. I will make your life a living hell unless you apologize right now." Wow. We are talking traditional. She's with him through thick and thin. That is extremely rare nowadays. He apologized to her but started going to a support group for men with life-altering injuries. Another guy told him that was when he and his wife became swingers. Josh molded the idea of bringing it up to her around in his head for about a month. When they finally broached the subject, she wasn't happy but also thought about it for 6 months. Eventually they came to the club to see what it was all about. The first few times they came, she never played with anyone. They mostly chit-chatted with me while I was keeping an eye on things. So this guy obviously, either it's fear or love or a combination of both. That, like, okay, the wife's got to get some dick on occasion, otherwise she's going to leave me, and I'd rather have her, if she's going to leave, I'd rather have her leave on my terms, something like that. I don't know if it's I love her so much I want her to be fulfilled, but more like let her get her little roll in the hay so she doesn't leave me. I don't know what. Obviously the guy, after anybody that gets a life-altering injury like this, can't walk, can't perform again, is going to certainly be messed up and not be thinking clearly all the time, and the emotions are running haywire. And it's a damn shame this happened to this guy. So, but bear with us, guys, in this story. After 3 months later, she met Ray. He's one of the only single guys I allow in the club because he's not coming over just to play and throw a fit. Nobody wants to play with him that night. The three of them end up chit-chatting and came together as a group the next weekend. From what I heard, they ended up having dinner together a couple times, and Kelly took a shine to him. Gray and Kelly ended up going plate for a while, and Josh and I sat at the bar and talked. They ended up coming over a few more times. Eventually, even though Kelly liked race, she didn't want to partake in that lifestyle anymore. They ended up closing the marriage again, and from what I hear, they're still doing great as a married couple. I think that Josh and Kelly are probably the only couple I know to come out of this lifestyle unscathed after leaving the lifestyle. Well, the difference is that it wasn't her who brought it up. It was him who brought this up. He wanted to divorce her because he couldn't perform and all that. She smacked him, which would have been funny to see, and said, I'm here with you no matter what. God's law, that type of thing, written in stone. And this was his idea as well, but obviously didn't work, and now they're working it out. So that's different, you know. But the theme is, what's interesting was this was his idea for her. All the other ones was the woman's idea, and you saw what happened there.
Wow. So you mean to tell me that this dude basically let his woman, well, he didn't even let his woman, he forced his woman to do something which arguably she really did not want to do to him, because she even probably knew that he wasn't mentally right up in the head, and was forced to basically go through with it. And then guess what? They closed the marriage back up. You can't make this shit up. I mean, you seriously can't. Oh, you can't make this shit up, fool. You cannot make this shit up, literally. So here it is, gentlemen. Your Myron Gaines. You're fresh and fit. Your red pillars will literally fucking cuck themselves forcibly if they ever got into a crippled state. Because women's natural innate are being whores. That's literally their belief. That's literally the contextualized speech on what they said previous 10 minutes ago. And this is what I keep telling you. These red pillars are full of shit.
Perfect.
Stop listening to them. They are not healthy masculine male role models. They want money, they want donors, and they want a bunch of angry ass emotional men, like we saw from MLD last week, getting up and strutting off like a drag queen in a fucking drag show. Now, I want to thank you guys very much for tuning into my videos and being loyal subscribers. As always, thank you guys very much for getting me to 189 subs. I very much appreciate it. However, I have seen that 98% of you guys who watch my videos like this one right now don't even hit the subscribe button. Please, I really want to hit this. I want you guys to hit the subscribe button so you guys can stay tuned to more red pillars getting exposed. I'm going to be doing more content. As much as Myron Gaines is spouting out complete bullshit like we just watched and saw here, in which I retracted with evidence, you know, that's basically something that red pillars don't believe in. They like to contextualize and say, oh, we believe in facts, we're logical. The most emotional fucking people I've ever fucking met are red pillars. The most emotional, you could say sissy ass men I've ever met are those that claim to be alpha. I'm just gonna tell you guys this right now. A man is alpha not by saying that he is alpha. He acts on it. He doesn't need to prove to anybody. He doesn't need to say anything to anybody. A man who's a Sigma doesn't care. He doesn't say he's a Sigma. He acts on it. Stop listening to these fucking losers who are depressed, sex-depraved fucking fiends, because that's what they are. Now, thank you so much for tuning into the Feeling Studio. I will see you back on the very next episode. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber and hit that red button. Bye-bye.